Hey guys, it is Pixarman 2001, and I'm back with part 2, a long-awaited part 2 of my Nickelodeon DVD collection. This time we're going to be taking a look at Nicktoons, live-action shows, and movies. So, yeah. Let's get started. So, first we got a few ones here that are like DVD era, but I have the VHS versions. So, yeah, let's take a look. So first up we have Spongerama, however you say it. This is one of the two volumes that made up the Hide and Seek DVD, which you'll see once we get upstairs. And this one includes the episodes Dumped, Bossy Boots, The Bully, Sleepy Time, and Squidville. Though it's labeled as Squidsville. It's actually called Squidville. I actually got this one after I filmed that first part of the video, so. You have the Seascape Capers. Fry Cook Games, Bubble Stand, Squid's Day Off, SpongeBob Meets the Strangler, and Pranks a Lot. By the way, for SpongeBob Meets the Strangler and Pranks a Lot, people think that like classic SpongeBob ended in 2004. No, besides the movie, classic SpongeBob episode actually ended in 2002. Because in the packaging order, I know that the Sponge Could Fly pretty much aired everywhere in 2003, including Canada. But that's Season 2, Episode 19 in the packaging order. Season 2, Episode 20 in the packaging order Season 3, Episode 20, in the packaging order was SpongeBob Meets the Strangler / Pranks a Lot. Which, while they aired on TV in the States in late 2004, around the time the movie came out, and it was released on this VHS and DVD in January 2004, nearly 11 months earlier, it was aired in Canada on YTV all the way back in November of 2002. So therefore, when I say classic SpongeBob, I think of 1999 to 2002, and then 2005 to present. And I say that because even though there was a little bit of a hiatus in 2014, it was mid-season. So yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna open this one now. I remember borrowing this in the library years ago. And this one doesn't actually have a case. My copy of this is SpongeGuard on Duty. It came in a case, actually, that was Laugh Your Pants Off, which happened to be the other one that was that made up Hide and Seek. But I do actually have something over here. That these are the ones that I'm not going to show them because they're my friend. Remember years ago I made a video with fellow YouTuber Roger Varbine, who's a friend of mine. He showed his SpongeBob collection, and I have them here because I'm digitizing them for him. And he has one of these, so I'll just show the back just to tell you what episodes are on it. But remember, this one with the case is not mine, it's his, so. But it has, yeah, SpongeGuard on Duty, Naughty Nautical Neighbors, Walking Small, Pressure, and Jellyfish Hunter. So sorry about that there. And then here's the Jimmy Neutron tape. This is When Pants Attack, which is one of the two volumes that makes up the Confusion Fusion DVD. This includes When Pants Attack, double-length episode, Normal Boy, Birth of a Salesman, and Brobot. It's actually an American pressing here, because this American went to the sticker label, Canadian went to the ink label. This is printed the 17th week of 2003. And then we have Rocket Power, Island of the Menehune, which, believe it or not, what's kind of interesting about this tape and the DVD counterpart is that despite there being no rights issues with who owns the show, this is a fully Nickelodeon-owned production, unlike something like Fairly OddParents and like Max and Ruby or Little Bear or Backyardigans, where Nelvana was involved in some way, or Oswald with Head Entertainment. This release was only a U.S. release. It did not come out in Canada. It just says licensed for sale only in the U.S. Whereas these other ones would say, they have a Canadian rating, would say licensed for sale only in the U.S. and Canada. So that's quite interesting. I don't know why. Maybe they didn't think it would sell. They didn't think it would sell as well up here, maybe, or something. I love Rock Power. I happened to acquire both of these in Canada, so I didn't go to I didn't order them. I actually found them at both the thrift stores in Canada. So this tape was printed in the 26th week of 2004. So that is those. Let's leave this there for now. And I'll go over here. Got a few few clamshell tapes. These are the ones that are not like that DVD. I think it's just clamshells that I have here. We have five of the 7 original Nickelodeon movies. I don't have, unfortunately, I do not have Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius, or Hey Arnold, the movie on VHS. I'd love to get those to complete the set, but I do have right here the Rugrats movie. Pick that up later. Everyone remembers this one on VHS. The famous orange cassettes. You'll see a lot of these in this video here. We already saw the ones for the, in the Nick Jr. part. This one does have, actually this has a print date. Let me just read it, try to read it for a second. February 9th, 1999. Rugrats in Paris, the movie. Print date on this one is, just trying to read it, February 10th, or it's either, yeah, February 10th, 2001. It's hard to read on the orange thing here. And right here we have an ad for Kraft Dinner, the old Kraft Dinner logo. Now it just says KD. Gotta be KD. Yeah, I love Kraft Dinner. Though not as much as real macaroni and cheese. Just sometimes nice, quick supper, though. So, anyways. But look at me. What am I doing here pitching Kraft Dinner to you? Probably already sold it. If you're from the U.S., you know your equivalent product is Kraft macaroni and cheese. Yeah, we call it, over here we call it Kraft Dinner, so. And then we have the Wild Thornberrys movie. Special feature includes the music video Father and Daughter by Paul Simon. It's an American pressing. The print date on here is, just read that, sorry. It's, is it up there? Yeah, it's up here, actually. The 9th week of 2003. Rugrats Go Wild. There's some tomato sauce on my arm. I had spaghetti tonight, so. Before I go to the next part, I'll wash my hands. So, there's the tape. And this has no, I don't think it has a print, no, there's no print date on that, on there, I don't think, unless it's the other side. 46th week of 2003. It's another American copy. And then, also we have in here the scratch and sniff card. Unfortunately, though, since it's been more than 20 years, they've lost their potency, so that's unfortunate, but yeah. That's what happens, though, so. And then, we have the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. This tape apparently is quite rare. I found it at a thrift store, though, at Valley Village, I think. There's a clamshell version, there's a slipcover version. I, of course, am glad I found the clamshell version. I don't know if I would have actually bought it if it was the slipcover version, so. I probably would have, but anyways, there's the tape. No print date on there, so. And then we have a couple more Nickelodeon clamshells here. Here's another one that's a movie that's like more of a TV direct-to-video movie or whatever. Blue's Big Musical Movie. Play and think along with Blue in her first movie. This one has some music videos at the end. Promotes critical thinking, music curriculum including notes, rhythm, and tempo, problem solving, and confidence and self-esteem. There's the cassette itself. And the print date on this tape is September 4th of 2000. I'm not showing the Little Bear movie because that doesn't actually involve Nickelodeon in any way. It's distributed by Paramount. It actually has the orange tape, but I'm not going to show that one. So, but then we have Rugrats Easter, which is interesting that this was in a clamshell. It's a nice tape, though. So, but it has Bow Wow Wedding Vows, Cher and Cher Spike, and Spike the Wonder Dog. And this one has a print date. I think I can see it. Can I? January 14th, 2002. So that's it for the clamshells. Now I'm going to go into the laundry room to look at the slipcover ones. So here's my few Nickelodeon tapes in this thing. We have Rugrats Santa Experience. This is the 1998 reissue. I like this cover better, so I would have liked actually. I like the 2000 one even a little more, but this is more. I like the cover better, but it's still more in the older style, so it fits better. But same exact tape as the 1996 one inside, though. The original release, though, came out back in 1994. It was Sony Wonder, but it didn't have the Blizzard. It was just that one episode. The Santa Experience, though, that's one of the best Christmas episodes of any cartoon. Tape, and this one has a print date, I think, on here. Let me just check it. Try to do one-handed, so sorry about that. 38th week of 1999. Put this back. There we go. And then this next one, I bought it sealed, but for some reason it really plays wonky. This is I Think I Like You. 4 Sweet Stories. So it includes Be My Valentine, Junior Prom, He Saw, She Saw, and I Do, I think it's called. Yeah, I Do. This is a Canadian copy, though, still. No idea why I won't play that well, but it just wouldn't play well when I tried to rip it. Not rip the tape up, whatever, but like do a VHS rip of it on my capture card. January 12th of 2000, it was printed. Halloween, a double-length spooktacular. So it includes Curse of the Werewolf, Sleep Trouble, and Ghost Story. Print date is September 18th, 2002. Christmas. This one has Babies in Toyland, Falling Stars, and Cuddle Bunny. Tape. Print date on here is 38th week of 2002. Then my only sort of one of the only VHS era SpongeBob ones we have, really, because this was a DVD in first run, but still it was Nickelodeon itself was still in their VHS era, so this is nautical nonsense. Some features Rip Pants, SB129, Texas, Graveyard Shift, and Something Smells. There's no print date on the tape. It's probably a little later pressing if that's the case. There's a cool one. This is Nickelodeon Mushfest. This is a Sony Wonder release, actually, prior to Paramount buying Viacom. Or Viacom buying Paramount, excuse me. So there's 3 episodes. You have one from Hey Dude, one from Rugrats, and one from Doug. And also it's got a video fortune teller. For some reason the tape was not caught on there correctly. Still got an orange tape, though, so... I don't know why that's not rewound, but anyways. Interesting. Just give me 1 second. And because I keep these in the adult animation section, I had to stop it there just so I could grab them. The Ren and Stimpy Show. This is Volume 1, The Classics. Classic bonus, helpful breakfast tips, plus log. So this one we have... Untamed World, Stimpy's Invention, and Space Madness, plus that aforementioned Breakfast Tips short. Let me just check if there's a print. I don't think there's any print date on this. It's another Sony Wonder one. And then right here we have Volume 2, The Stupidest Stories. Stupid bonus, two stupefying Ask Dr. Stupid segments. This one we got the main ones. We got Robin Hoek, I think that's how you say it, Stimpy's Big Day, and The Big Shot. Now we are going to go upstairs and look at the huge collection of Nickelodeon DVDs I have, besides all those Nick Jr. ones I showed down here in the last video. So let's go upstairs, shall we? And yeah, sorry I messed up there. That transition was not smooth at all. But anyways, now we're gonna go start look at the DVDs. Now, just to be clear here, there are tons of Nickelodeon DVDs, like mostly complete series sets and a few other oddities that I really do hope to get one day, but I do not have right now and don't know when I'll get them. Yeah, like some of them are like some of them are pretty expensive, some of them are rare. Like depend, yeah. Some of them I just haven't come across, and I don't like to order things online as much. If I find them in the wild, it's often a treat. Sometimes I do have to order them online, so. But anyways. Yeah, because I don't like. I'm looking hopefully to get the Fairly OddParents complete series set, the Jimmy Neutron complete series set, the All Grown Up in Rocket Power sets from Australia, and Rocko's Modern Life, Hey Arnold, All Real Monsters, Cat Dog, Wild Thornberry sets as well. And all the DVDs of Loud House, Casa Grandes, and Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I'm also hoping to get Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles too. So again, I don't have everything I'm looking to get, but I have a lot of these DVDs, and some of them are complete. So yeah. So what we're gonna start with is Rugrats, because I never really got into Doug, honestly, so I don't have any Doug DVDs. Because I'm gonna do these in order of when the Nicktoons, starting with all the Nicktoons. I'm doing that when they premiered. But here is the first volume I have here is Decade in Diapers. This is a 10th anniversary DVD. This was actually supposed to be released August 7th, 2001, the same day as the VHS, but it was delayed until September 24th, 2002, which is the day my friend Emma was born. And so this one, special features on here, we have a Rugrats clip gallery, 2 Rugrats music videos, Rugrats Rock and Rugrats Rap, the Rugrats pilot episode, and the Pickles Family photo album featurette. And what this thing was there was a contest on Nick.com. You could vote for what the 10 best Rugrats episodes of all time were. So this is over like over 2.5 hours of content on this DVD, but it's really cool. The episodes vary in length, like the segments I should say, because they're not. They call them episodes, but they're actually segments because like different episodes are different amounts of segments. The favorite bossiest episode, Angelica Orders Out. That was funny. Favorite Brave Baby episode, the first cut, which apparently was the first time they ever showed blood in like a kids show, I think, from what I heard. Favorite Reptar Rageous episode, Reptar on Ice. Favorite All Out Adventure episode, No Bones About It. Favorite Dog Day episode, Be My Valentine. Favorite Freddy Cat episode, Chucky vs. the Potty. That's one of my all-time favorites. Bring him to the chair. But then the chair is the potty chair, not the electric chair. Favorite No Nonsense Neighbor episode, Dr. Susie. Favorite Out of This World Fantasy, Vacation Special. Slots Vegas! Favorite Spunky Sister episode, Finsterella. And favorite Amazing Imagination episode, Bigger Than Life. And then here we have Mysteries. This one includes a Murmur on the Ornery Express, The Funway Day, and Trading Phil. And as a bonus, from the Grandpa's Favorite Stories VHS, we have Grandpa's Date. That's the one with the Lonely Space Evictions. That's for after you go to bed. Legend of Satchmo, Grandpa's Teeth, Visitors from Outer Space, and Grandpa Moves Out. And then here's this one. This is Holiday Celebration. It's kind of cool. This is a 2-disc set. All the previews on this one are on disc 1, by the way. gonna pause it and close the door. I think my dad's watching something on the thing in there, so he'll just close that. So here's the 2 discs inside. This one, the Halloween one, was later released individually in 2011 with a different cover, but this one wasn't. So I've seen copies of this box set actually. I got the sealed new on Amazon actually, and it came with all the old copies. Must have been old stock they had, but I've seen copies where this box set where they're in eco-friendly cases, and this one has the newer gray disc artwork inside. This one doesn't, luckily. So this is Rugrats Halloween right here. So this includes Curse of the Werewolf, Ghost Story, Aunt Miriam, Sleep Trouble, and Spike's Night Scare. And there's an ad here. And I'm not going to say if I have them or not, these ones here, because you'll know when you watch this video which ones I have or not. So this one we have, so the ads right here, we have All Grown Up, Lucky 13. Yeah, All Grown Up is not called Growing Up Changes Everything. I wish people would know that. I know that the UK version called it that. But growing up, like, I'm going to just show that eventually once we get to All Grown Up, but it's, yeah, I mean, it's just, yeah, you'll see back then. I'll elaborate more on that once I get there. But yeah, I'll just say for short and sweet, Growing Up Changes Everything is the tagline, not the title. I know people just use that to differentiate it from the other volumes, but still, it's not practical to do that, in my opinion. All Grown Up, Lucky 13, SpongeBob SquarePants Sea Stories, SpongeBob SquarePants The Seascape Capers. We have SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob Goes Prehistoric, SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeGuard on Duty, Jimmy Neutron Sea of Trouble, Jimmy Neutron Confusion Fusion, and Jimmy Neutron Jet Fusion. Wonder how many parents were confused by those 2 titles. The kid wanted Confusion Fusion on DVD and got Jet Fusion instead, or wanted Jet Fusion and got Confusion Fusion. There's Turkey and Mistletoe. So there's the Turkey Who Came to Dinner and Babies in Toyland, the Santa Experience, a Rugrats Kwanzaa, and Hanukkah. Santa Experience is a way better Christmas special than Babies in Toyland. Babies in Toyland is just a rehash of the Halloween one. They go to that big mega core thing and get lost and explore. It's basically the same exact thing as the Halloween one, but longer. So, like, it's not a bad special. It's just the original Santa Experience is way better. And then we have the some DVDs of the Rugrats seasons. Here are the original 4 seasons they put out 4 seasons on DVD in like 2017, 2018, but then they stopped after that for some reason. But I have those here. These are the ones on the main shelf here. This is season 1. This one includes Tommy's First Birthday, Barbecue Story, Waiter, There's a Baby in My Soup, At the Movies, Slumber Party, at the movies, Baby Commercial, Little Dude, Beauty Contest, Baseball, Ruthless Tommy, Moose Country, Grandpa's Teeth, Mama Trauma, Real Robots, Special Delivery, Candy Bar Creepshow, Monster in the Garage, Weaning Tommy, Incident in Aisle 7, Touchdown Tommy, The Trial, Fluffy vs. Spike, Reptile's Revenge, Graham Canyon, and Stu Maker's Elves. It's the only one of these I got with a slipcover, so. Great discs, but still, you got all the episodes. The only thing that's annoying about this DVD set is that the fact that not even with the actual just the half-hour episodes, but even just each segment has an opening and a closing. So you gotta, if you want to watch that, you gotta keep pressing the skip button. I always hate when they do that, but it's better than nothing. Better to have the episodes. So it's good to have the episodes. Then there's season 2. You can see it's longer. Yeah, because in total, the first season was 13 episodes, and then the half-hour episodes, 13 half hours. Then seasons 2 and 3 initially were 26 half hours, and they canceled it after season 3 back in the day because it was up to that 65 episode rule. But it was so popular they brought it back for more. And people think starting in season 4 it changed a bit. And while it did change a bit, I didn't think it ever got bad. Maybe season 8 and 9 they were the least good, I think, but still they were not bad at all. That's what in my opinion though. But then again, I grew up with all 9 seasons because I was born around the time. Like, contrary to popular belief, I personally don't count Rugrats as having ended in 2004. I counted it as having ended in 2002 because, again, much like that SpongeBob thing I mentioned, the packaging order, the very last one of that aired in 2002. Other episodes were held, but Nickelodeon always had a habit of doing that, holding back episodes to keep a show relevant. But when you go by packaging order, the last one was 2002, so therefore 2002 is the show's end date, in my opinion. And even in Canada, most episodes didn't air until stopped airing. They stopped airing the episodes by mid 2003. So yeah. So disc 1 we have Toy Palace, Sand Ho, Chucky versus the Potty, Together at Last, The Big House, The Shot, Showdown at Teeter Totter Gulch, Mirrorland, it's one of my favorite episodes of the show, Angelica's in Love, Ice Cream Mountain, Regarding Stewie, Garage Sale, Let There Be Light, The Bank Trick, Family Reunion, Grandpa's Date, again another favorite of mine, No Bones About It, Beach Blanket Babies, Reptar on Ice, Family Feud, Superhero Chucky, The Dog Broomer, The Dog Broomer, I love these titles, Aunt Miriam, The Inside Story, A Visit from Lipschitz, What the Big People Do, The Sand Experience. I think Dr. Lipschitz, he's supposed to be like Dr. Spock, I think, because he writes a parenting book. Visitors from Outer Space, The Case of the Missing Rugrat, Chucky Loses His Glasses, Chucky Gets Skunked, Rebel Without a Teddy Bear, Angelica the Magnificent, Meet the Carmichaels, The Box, Down the Drain, yet another one of my favorites, Let Them Eat Cake, The Seven Voyages of Cynthia, My Friend Barney, Feeding Hubert, Spike the Wonder Dog, Slide, The Big Flush, King Tenpin, Runaway Angelica, Game Show DD, Toys in the Attic, Driving Miss Angelica, Susie vs. Angelica, Tooth or Dare, and Party Animals. This one's got 4 discs. Season 3, which is the last of the golden age of Rugrats, like classic era. This one has Dummy Bear Disaster, Twins Peak, Chucky's First Haircut, Cool Hand Angelica, Tricycle Thief, Rhinoceros. Let me just go over here because my legs are kind of cramped. Grandpa Moves Out, The Legend of Satchmo, Circus Angelicus, The Stork, The Baby Vanishes, Farewell My Friend, When Wishes Come True, Angelica Breaks a Leg. That's another one of my all-time favorites. That's the one with the, Stu, what are you doing? Making chocolate pudding. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Why on earth are you making chocolate pudding? Because I've lost control of my life. Here's your pudding, Angelica. Oh, that's okay, Uncle Stu. I'm not hungry anymore. Ah! One of the best episodes, one of the best moments of any kid's show, I'd say. The Last Babysitter, Sour Pickles, Reptar 2010, Stu Gets a Job, Give and Take, another great one. The Gold Rush, Home Movies, The Mysterious Mr. Friend. You can tell I like the ones that were on the diaper duo VHS, because that, I think, as a kid, was one of the only ones I had, and I would watch that, like one I had, and that's one of the ones I'd watch on repeat all the time. Cuffed, The Blizzard, Destination Moon, Angelica's Birthday, Princess Angelica, The Odd Couple, Naked Tommy, Tommy and the Secret Club, Under Chucky's Bed, Chucky is Rich, Mommy's Little Assets, I remember that was a great one too, Chucky's Wonderful Life, In the Dreamtime, The Unfair Pair, Chucky's Red Hair, Spike Runs Away, The Allen, Mr. Clean, Angelica's Works Nightmare, The Mega Diaper Babies, New Kid in Town, Pickles vs. Pickles, Passover, Kid TV, The Sky is Falling, I Remember Melville, No More Cookies, Cradle Attraction, and Moving Away. And then here is season 4. Susie on there. So we have Vacation, Mother's Day, Hanukkah, Spike's Babies, Chicken Pops, Radio Days, Psycho Angelica, America's Wackiest Home Movies, The Olympics, The Car Wash, Heat Wave. Did I mention, by the way, when I mentioned The Odd Couple on there, I forgot to mention that The Odd Couple is one of my favorites. If I don't know if I mentioned that on there. Was that on this one? I think The Odd Couple was on this one. Yeah, The Odd Couple was on that. Yeah, that's one of my favorites too. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, The Olympics, Car Wash, Heat Wave, Angelica's Last Stand, Clan of the Duck, Fair Play, The Smell of Success, The Turkey Who Came to Dinner, Potty Training Spike, The Art Fair, Send in the Clouds, In the Navel, The Mattress, Looking for Jack, Hiccups, Autumn Leaves, Dust Bunnies, Educating Angelica, The Ransom of Cynthia, Turtle Recall, Angelica Orders Out, another great one, and Let It Snow. I'll have to make a thing where I pick my favorite of each season. I think that'd be kind of cool. So those are the ones they released initially, but then later on they stopped releasing this. But they did a nice set after that. A few years later, in 2021, a complete series, which I have right here. Now, the only discs I keep inside here. It's got a note. It's got a note there, and it's got some nice artwork around there too. The only discs there's the artwork. The only discs I keep in here are the duplicates for the 4 seasons. It's the ones that looked like they were worse, because like this case, let me just show you how it works. There's less here, like you can get up to 3 in there, but the discs are stacked, and it's just the worst kind of case design ever. So much scratching, and like they easily get scratched. It's not practical. So I took this them out here. These are just seasons 1 through 4 discs that are duplicates, so they're not. That's why I just keep them in here. I keep this as a display case more than anything. And but what I did is I had a bunch of empty DVD cases, and I used them to house my seasons 5 through 9. I couldn't find any artwork to print off for them, or else I would have, but these are just empty cases, but I had the episode lists inside, so maybe I can make not really good at making custom artwork, though, so this one in here is season 5. Now, it's interesting, the way the seasons are done. A lot of people would think, like, oh, that's not the seasons, like, what people know as season 7, the entirety of that, is actually season 8. And according to production numbers and actual production, that's very true. For some reason, Nickelodeon split the last season into 2 on TV. That's the thing. It's still 9 seasons here, so it's yeah. The way that they're presented on the DVDs, besides the few that are in the wrong order on this DVD, the amount of ones per season is actually the correct order, not what's listed on Wikipedia. So, and it makes sense due to the time frames of them. There's 2 discs there. But I made the episode list here. I stuck them in here. This one we have Angelica Knows Best, The Pirate Light, Grandpa's Bad Bug, Lady Luck, Crime and Punishment, Baby Maybe, The Word of the Day, another one of my favorites, Jonathan Babysits, He Saw, She Saw, Piggy's Pizza Palace, Fugitive Tommy, Visiting Aunt Miriam, The First Cut, Chucky Grows, Uneasy Rider, Where's Grandpa, The Wild Wild West, Angelica for a Day, Babysitting Fluffy, Sleep Trouble, Journey to the Center of the Basement, Very McNulty Birthday, and The Family Tree. And then here is season 6 in this one. Just 3 discs. I try not to take them out as much so they don't scratch. But so we have Chucky's Duckling, A Dog's Life, Chuckerfly, Angelica's Twin, Raising Dill, No Naps, Man of the House, A Whole New Stew, Submarine, Chucky's a Lefty, Baking Dill, Hair, Zoo Story, I Do, The Magic Baby, Dill We Meet Again, Hand-Me-Downs, Angelica's Ballet, Opposites Attract, The Art Museum, The Jungle, The Old Country, Ghost Story, Chucky's Complaint, Pedal Pusher, Music, Chucky's Bachelor Pad, Junior Prom, Silent Angelica, Tie My Shoes, What's Your Line, 2x2, All's Well That Pretends Well, Big Babies, Wrestling Grandpa, Chucky Collects, Runaway Reptar Part 1, Runaway Reptar Part 2. And here's season 7. Also 2 discs. So we have Share and Share Spike, Tommy for Mayor, Brothers Are Monsters, Cooking with Susie, Officer Chucky, Auctioning Grandpa, Partners in Crime, Thumbs Up, Planning Dill, Joke's on You, Big Showdown, Dr. Susie, Accidents Happen, Pee-wee Scouts, Chucky's New Shirt, K-Babies, Incredible Shrinking Babies, Miss Manners, A Dose of Dill, Famous Babies, No Place Like Home, Be My Valentine, Discover America. Tell them I'm not picking as many favorites here. Then season 8. This one includes Acorn Nuts and Diaper Butts, parts 1, 2, and 3, which consists of Diaper Change, Fall Stinks, and Don't Poop on My Parade. Angelicon, Dill's Binky, Big Brother Chucky, Dill Saver, Cooking with Phil and Lil, Piece of Cake. It's like they were 2 sort of like 8-minute segments and then like a little interstitial in the middle. Usually that's how they did it at this point instead of having 2 11-minute segments. Sister Axe, Spike's Nice Scare, Cuddle Bunny, Finstarella, Bad Shoes, The World According to Dylan Spike, Cuddle Bunny. That was a mistake. It was a different one. I didn't mean to put Cuddle Bunny twice. Day Scare, The Great Unknown, Wash and Dry Story, Changes for Chucky, The Magic Show, A Lulu of a Time, Cat Got Your Tongue, The War Room, Attention Please, and the winner is Dill's Bath Time, Bigger Than Life, Day of the Potty, The Telltale Cell Phone, The Time of Their Lives, My Fair Babies, The Way Things Work, Home Sweet Home, Adventure Squad, The Way More Things Work, Talk of the Town, A Rugrats Kwanzaa, and All Growed Up, Parts 1 and 2. And finally, we have Season 9. Just 4 discs. These are the longest season here. This one has Preschool Days. The episode, not the... the episode, not the spin-off miniseries they did. Curse of the Werewolf, Bow Wow Wedding Vows, Quiet Please, Early Retirement, The Doctor's In, The Big Sneeze, Funway Day, The Age of Aquarium, Daddy's Little Helpers, Hello Dilly, Cynthia Comes Alive, Trading Phil, Murmur on the Ornery Express, Back to School, Sweet Dreams, A Step at a Time, Angelica's Assistant, A Tale of Two Puppies, Okie Dokie Jones and the Ring of the Sunbeams, Happy Taffy, Imagine That, Club Fred, The Perfect Twins, Clown Around, The Baby Rewards, Diabetes and Dragons, Baby Power, Bug Off, The Crawl Space, Starstruck, Who's Taffy, They Came from the Backyard, Lil's Fill of Trash, Mutts in a Name, Hurricane Alice, Bestest of Show, Hold the Pickles, Baby Sale, Steve, The Braveliest Baby, Give Me an A, The Fountain of Youth, Kimmy Takes the Cake. Then Babies in Toyland Parts 1 and 2. And then also we have Tales from the Crypt, Snow White, and Tales from the Crypt through Jackson and Beanstalk, which are 2 direct-to-video feature films that I have them individually too, which you'll see pretty soon because they have special features and they have that preschool days miniseries on them. But it's nice they included them here too in this complete series set. Now just give me a second because I completely forgot. I gotta move some of this stuff so I can access the Ren and Stimpy DVDs because again I have them in adult animation. So there, I got my Ren and Stimpy DVDs out of there. Now these DVDs don't have the Nickelodeon branding whatsoever, but it is like sort of MTV Network. They just say MTV Networks in place of where Nickelodeon should be. So, and the previews on here are all for adult shows, so it's interesting. But still, I find it. I think it's worth showing these in the Nickelodeon collection. So I got these all for like $20 in a bundle. It was a Walmart. They're all string wrapped together for like $20, and I said I'm definitely picking that up. So this one had the first and second seasons. Bonus features: the band episode "Man's Best Friend," Ren and Stimpy in the Beginning featurette, audio commentary in 6 episodes by the original Spumco team, storyboard and Spumco image gallery, Sven Hoek pencil test, and more. Includes unedited versions of Sven Hoek, Big House Blues, Dog Show, and Powder Toast Man. So that uncut is a load of bullcrap because it's not the whole thing's not uncut, just a few of them. But still, it's the best we're gonna get for the series. So that's why in the when they released the complete series on DVD in like a slim case like that Rugrats, or like a single case like that Rugrats one, they called it the almost complete series. So at least that way they're being honest. So, and then here, so this one we have the first disc right here. So we have Stimpy's Big Day, The Big Shot, Robin Hook, Nurse Stimpy, Space Madness, The Boy Who Cried Rat, Fire Dogs, The Littlest Giant, Marooned, Untamed World, Black Hole, Stimpy's Invention. Disc 2. Ren's Toothache, Rubber Nipple Salesman, Sven Hoek. I think it's how you say Hoek. I think that's how you say it. It could be wrong. It's been a while since I actually watched Ren and Stimpy, so. Haunted House, Mad Dog Hoek, In the Army, Big House Blues, Big Baby Scam, Dog Show. Ren and Stimpy, though, is extreme and hilarious, but it's super funny. Definitely love this show. It was never afraid to go there, and that's why I think the network was kind of afraid of it, so. This one we got Monkey See, Monkey Don't, Powder Toast Man, Fake Dad, Out West, Stimpy's Fan Club, The Great Outdoors, The Cat That Laid the Golden Hairball, Visit to Anthony, Royal Canadian Kill to the Axeman, Son of Stimpy / Stimpy's First Fart, and Man's Best Friend. That's that uncut, that's that band episode of Ren and Stimpy that they could never air. It was aired apparently as part of the Ren and Stimpy adult party cartoon, but it's on here in all its glory, so. Or at least I think it's all its glory. I don't know if it's censored or not, but anyways. Then here you have seasons 3.5-ish, which those ones have very flimsy boxes. This one actually has a nice, way stronger box. I don't know why they did that. Not sure if the other two were originally in these strong boxes, but yeah, this one feels nicer. Bonus features, audio commentaries on 11 episodes with John Kay and the original animation team, plus for the first time ever hear Ren and Stimpy on Ren and Stimpy. Yeah, season 3.5-ish. Yeah, he includes all 3 episodes in season 3 and some from season 4. This one's, yeah, there's disc 1. This one includes To Salve and Salve Not, No Pants Today, A Yard Too Far, Circus Midgets, Ren's Pecs, and Abe Divided, Stimpy's Cartoon Show, Jiminy Lummox, and Bass Masters. Disc 2. I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video, the thing, another one of the DVDs I hope to acquire, like the complete series sets I forgot to mention, was the Danny Phantom complete series from Shout Factory. Anyways, back to Ren and Stimpy. Ren's Retirement, Jerry the Belly Button Elf, Road Apples, Hard Times for Haggis, Eat My Cookies, Ren's Bitter Half, Lair of the Lummox, and Hermit Ren. Now tell me if you have, for all you guys who have Ren and Stimpy in your DVD collection, or I shouldn't say guys, I mean like, when I say guys I mean folks, like people, not men, but whatever. In your collection, do you keep Ren and Stimpy with your kids' cartoons or your adult cartoons? I'd like to know that actually. It's one of those that definitely blurs the line for sure. And this one, third, here we have House of Next Tuesday, A Friend in Your Face, Blazing Entrails, Lumberjerks, Prehistoric Stimpy, Farmhands, Magical Golden Singing Cheeses, Hard Day's Luck, I Love Chicken, Powder Toast Man vs. Waffle Woman, It's a Dog's Life, and Egg Yolkio. I'm not going to mention which episodes have audio commentary, by the way. I haven't been doing that, so that's why I'm not going to mention those there. And then the last one, Season 5 and some more of 4. Includes the second half of Season 4 and all of Season 5. Includes 13 audio commentaries from both the Spomco and Games Animation teams. Games Animation, by the way, was Nickelodeon Animation Studio, I'm pretty sure. Plus Ren and Stimpy on Ren and Stimpy. There's just one. Double header, The Scotsman in Space, Pixie King, Aloha Hoek, Insomniac Ren, My Shiny Friend, Cheese Rush Days, Wiener Barons, Galoot Wranglers, Ren Needs Help. Old Blue Nose, Stupid Psychic Union, Superstitious Simpy, Travelogue, Space Dogged, Feud for Sale, Hair of the Cat, City Hicks, Stimpy's Pet, Ren's Brain, Bellhops, Dog Tags. And then, third one here. I Was a Teenage Stimpy, Who's Stupid Now, Schoolmates, Dinner Party, Pen Pals, Big Flakes, Terminal Stimpy, Reverend Jack Cheese, A Scooter for Yaxmas, Sammy and Me, and The Last Temptation of Ren. So now we just put these back. Now we come to what is definitely the biggest section of this collection. My SpongeBob SquarePants DVDs. So you see, I got a lot of these episodes a bunch of times, so... This pile right here, all these right here, are all SpongeBob. I don't have every single... Of the ones that are the 2002 to 2006 individual DVDs, I'm currently missing 2 of them. I'm missing SpongeGuard on Duty, which is in between Prehistoric and Sponge for Hire, and the last one of that era, A Whale of a Birthday. After that, I don't really care about the individual volumes. So, yeah, let's get started. So here we have Nautical Nonsense and Sponge Buddies. 10 Seaworthy Stories. So from Nautical Nonsense, we have Rip Pants, SP129, Texas, The Graveyard Shift, and Something Smells. For the Sponge Buddies, we have Jellyfishing, Dying for Pie, Wormy, FUN, and Club SpongeBob. Bonus features, we have a Violent Fencing SpongeBob SquarePants, Backstage Pants, more SpongeBob SquarePants Secrets. You'll see some of the bonus features on these differ from the season sets, so... Some of them are reported over. I'll have to make a master list, actually, of everything like that, so I can figure out what's on what. Then it's a way to get people, to buy both versions. Anyways, here's Halloween. 5 Spooky Sea Tales, plus 5 Bubble and bonus episodes. This one has Scaredy Pants, Imitation Crabs, Frankendoodle, I Was a Teenage Gary, Squidward the Unfriendly Ghost, The Secret Box, Bang Geeks, Welcome to the Chum Bucket, My Pretty Seahorse, and Idiot Box. Special features, we have SpongeBob Scary Pants music video by the Ghastly Ones, and SpongeBob video game sneak peek, which is for the Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. That's the game that corrupted a lot of people's PS2 memory cards, or something like that. Either that or bricked their system. I forget exactly what it was, but it was a game-breaking glitch. And then we have Sea Stories. This one includes Gary Takes a Bath, Hooky, Life of Crime, Pickles, No Free Rides, Sailor Mouth, No Weeds Allowed, Jellyfish Jam, The Algae is Always Greener. And as a bonus feature, it has Shanghai, the episode with 3 different endings. The VHS of this one actually just has Shanghai as a just a SpongeBob ending at the beginning of the program, like as part of the program. Whereas this one, it's just the bonus feature. So, and then also SpongeBob Dancing Pants music video and video game hints and tips, which I think is for the Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. Tales from the Deep. From the Bikini Bottom Bash VHS, we have House Party, Hall, which is double link, Hall Monitor, I Had an Accident, Valentine's Day. From the Deep Sea Sillies VHS, we have Just One Bite, Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, Tea at the Tree Dome, The Paper, Born Again Crabs. And special features, we have Underwater Sun music video, Drawing the Goo Lagoon, and SpongeBob's House Party storyboard. Lost at Sea. From the Sponge Could Fly VHS, we have the Sponge Could Fly, double-length episode. Plankton, Boating School, Suds. From the Anchors Away VHS, we have Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy 2, The Chaperone, Bubble Buddy, Your Shoes Untied, and Pre-Hibernation Week. Special features, we have an audio commentary on the Sponge Could Fly, a Sponge Could Fly storyboards, and SpongeBob's 7 Life Strategies. And then Hide and Seek. From the Laugh Your Pants Off VHS, we have Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy 3, Big Pink Loser, Opposite Day, Squirrel Jokes, Rockabye Bevolve. And then from the Spongerama VHS, we have Dumped, Bossy Boots, The Bully, Sleepy Time, Squidville. So we have audio commentary, storyboard, and behind the scenes. I don't know exactly what the stuff is. There's a list of that somewhere, so. And there's the disc there. Christmas. So it includes Christmas Who, double-length episode, Procrastination, Snowball Effect, Survival of the Idiots, Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy 4, Chocolate with Nuts, As Seen on TV, Pizza Delivery, and Squeaky Boots. Both features, we have an audio commentary and a storyboard for the episode Christmas Who. Yes, inside here we have Rugrats Christmas VHS, SpongeBob SquarePants Tide and Seek DVD, SpongeBob SquarePants Tales from the Deep DVD, SpongeBob SquarePants Lost at Sea DVD, and Rugrats Mysteries VHS and DVD. I'll just mention, I won't actually mention the formats, so I'll just show what's in there, what they're advertising, the titles. The Seascape Capers. This one has the Fry Cook Games, Bubble Stand, Squid's Day Off, SpongeBob Meets the Strangler, Pranks a Lot, Artist Unknown, Grandma's Kisses, Krusty Love, Crab Borg, The Smoking Peanut, and bonus features, we have a storyboard for Grandma's Kisses. The ads in here, we have, for SpongeBob DVDs, we have Nautical Nonsense, Tide and Seek, Tales from the Deep, Lost at Sea, and Sea Stories. SpongeBob Goes Prehistoric. So there's SpongeBob BC, double length, which is a double length. Nature Pants, Fools in April, I'm a Stupid, Patty Hype, Squid on Strike, The Great Snail Race, Plankton's Army, Squilliam Returns. The only special feature on here is a DVD-ROM feature, the PC game demo for Battle Bikini Bottom. I know the console version of that is much better, but I have the PC version actually. I don't have the original console version, but I have the rehydrated version. I'd like to get the original console version at some point. This one they advertise Jimmy Neutron Save Trouble, SpongeBob Tide and Seek, SpongeBob Sea Stories, and SpongeBob Seascape Capers. On the back we have SpongeBob Books. We have And the Winner Is, Ready for Laughs, and The Song That Never Ends. That predicted the Earworm episode from Season 7, I'm pretty sure. Not really a fan of SpongeBob past Season 5, like after Season 5. Then I don't have SpongeBob on duty, as I mentioned. So if you want to look up an episode list, just go ahead, look up the DVD and you'll find it. So, Sponge for Hire. Yeah, starting with SpongeBob on duty, instead of having 10 episodes per DVD, they had 8. Like, or stories or whatever, like, 8, like, different things like that instead of 10, so. This one has Krusty Krab training video, Can You Spare a Dime, Missing Identity, Krabby Land, Wet Painters, New Student Starfish, Midlife Crustacean, the camping episode. So the Midlife Crustacean episode is not on Paramount Plus. If you track down this DVD, you'll find it, so. The bonus features here, we have Nick Recipes, which is a DVD-ROM feature. And we also have storyboards for Missing Identity, Krabby Land, Wet Painters, and New Student Starfish. And then Home Sweet Pineapple. Cozy up at home with these seaworthy stories. So it includes Home Sweet Pineapple, Bang Geeks, Sandy SpongeBob and the Worm, Rip Pants, Sandy's Rocket, Culture Shock, Muscle Ball Buff Pants, Employee of the Month. Special features, we have cast bios in the book SpongeBob Exposed, The Insider's Guide to SpongeBob SquarePants. They even credit Simon Spotlight, the book's publisher. Simon Spotlight was their kids division. Simon and Schuster was their name. Here's the disc. Interesting how that Jimmy Neutron Jet Fusion doesn't have a title in the spine there in that thing. That's probably an error in the printing. This glitch, or the digital file or whatever here. They used to make this ad. Right here says, look for these other ones. We have All Grown Up, Jimmy Neutron Jet Fusion, SpongeBob Sea Stories, SpongeBob Hide and Seek, SpongeBob the Seascape Capers. Then Miss SpongeBob Goes Prehistoric, SpongeGuard on Duty, SpongeBob Lost at Sea, Jimmy Neutron Sea of Trouble, and SpongeBob Tales from the Deep. I got all those releases in some way, at least one way, shape, or form, so that's kind of cool. Fear of a Krabby Patty. Featuring episodes from Season 4. This one has Fear of a Krabby Patty, Shell of a Man, Arg, Neptune Spatula, One Crab's Trash, Merry Man Barnacle Boy 5, Karate Choppers, I'm Your Biggest Fanatic. Bonus features, you have storyboards for Fear of a Krabby Patty, Merry Man Barnacle Boy 5, and the SpongeBob Interactive comic Super Suspicion from Nick Magazine. There's the disc. And this is one that's just a best of compilation. All the episodes on here were repeated from other individual DVDs. This is Absorbing Favorites. The episodes in here we have Rip Pants, Merry Men and Barnacle Boy, Karate Choppers, Gary Takes a Bath, Jellyfish Hunter, The Fry Cook Games, Club SpongeBob, Plankton's Army, and The Sponge Could Fly double-length episode. Some of the features we have the Bikini Bottom Personality Quiz Game and Rip Pants Karaoke. Not really anything special, just stuff for the kids. There's the disc. Ned's inside here we have Fairly OddParents, Scary Godparents, Fairly OddParents Schools Out the Musical, Nick Picks 1 and 2, SpongeBob SquarePants Fever Krabby Patty, Rugrats Tales in the Crypt Snow White, and then for Nicktoons Unite, which I have that game on PlayStation 2. Where's Gary? This one actually, I think, was the cover. Somebody printed it off on really good paper because I looked inside. It didn't feel like a real DVD cover. The disc inside is legit, but not the cover. So this one includes Have You Seen the Snail, which is double length episode. The Lost Mattress, Kratz vs. Plankton, Good Neighbor, Skill Crane, and The Great Snail Race. Special features Gary's Song Karaoke. So a lot of these are just redundant, but I like having these sort of, they're nostalgic and they all match the other Nicktoon DVDs, and just I like having select sets of episodes sometimes and just having, instead of just having to put in a whole season. Lost in Time. For the VHSs, I know this is the very last one to get a VHS release, which is interesting. That's one of the ones that my friend Roger Barbian has, is this Lost in Time VHS. I found it for him and bought it for him, actually, for a present at one point, because I knew he'd love it. So, because I wanted the DVD at the time, but still, if I ever come across one, I'll get it myself, too, because it's quite a rare tape, so. Like, it's not mine, but I have it in my house right now, so, because for Roger Barbian videos. Here's this one is Dunces and Dragons, 2-part episode. Selling Out, Funny Pants, Merry Men and Barnacle Boy 6, The Motion Picture, Enemy-in-Law, and Patrick Smart Pants. Such features Medieval Moments, Jousting Practice Game. Then we have, there's the Lost in Time disc, and then ad, we have Lights, Camera, Pants. I don't have the console version of that, I only have the PC version, unfortunately, so. It says coming to PSP as well. It never actually came to PSP, so it's interesting. We have ads for SpongeBob and Fairly OddParents books. So SpongeBob SquarePants, you have Beyond Bikini Bottom and Zoo Day Disaster. Fairly OddParents, you have the Timmy Touch and Vacation Frustration. And the last one of these for SpongeBob that I have, not last SpongeBob DVD, the last one of these for SpongeBob I have is Karate Island. So it has SquidBob Tentacle Pants, Krusty Towers, Mrs. Puffy Fire, Ghost Host, Wishing You Well, Karate Island, and New Leaf. Special feature is SpongeBob's Karate Chops game. The Paramount Snapper cases here. There is the disc. As here we have SpongeBob SquarePants Lost in Time, Where's Gary, Absorbing Favorites, complete third season, and then Nick Picks Volumes 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then in the back we have Avatar The Last Airbender, Book 1 Water, Volumes 1, 2, 3, and 4. Jimmy Timmy Power Hour 2, Fairly OddParents Fairy Idol, Drake and Josh Go Hollywood, and Zoe 101 Spring Breakup. A lot of these they see US releases only. Like Fairly OddParents, Nelvana held the distribution rights to that in Canada, even though Paramount was still releasing them in Canada under license from Nelvana, just to cut costs or like in the contract. So I'm not exactly sure how it worked, but yeah, they didn't do that one in Canada for some reason. Fairy Idol. I have it though. I got it at a Giant Tiger. The Jimmy Timmy Power Hour ones were fine to have in Canada. Initially, there were some legal things with that, but then they reprinted it with a Canadian availability. But the third one, they didn't even bother to do in Canada. Zoe 101 was outright is outright owned by a different company in Canada. Dolphin Entertainment holds distribution rights in Canada, and they licensed them to Alliance Atlantis. Same with Ned's Declassified, they did that too. So they're still officially made by Nickelodeon Productions, but they're not owned. It's like how Hit Entertainment is with Oswald, or how Nickelodeon is with Backyardigans, or Nolan is with Backyardigans. So. Anyways, now we go on to the season sets, and so you see pretty much a lot of these episodes I triple dipped. So, because you'll see I have the seasons, and then I have another box set here. But here's the first season DVD set. I like to have the original releases of these things. So we have the complete first season, disc 1. This one includes, disc 1 we have Reef Blower, Tea the Tree Dome, Bubble Stand, Rip Pants, Jellyfishing, Plankton, which includes the commentary, Naughty Nautical Neighbors, Boating School, Pizza Delivery, Home Sweet Pineapple, Murray Man and Barnacle Boy, Pickles, Hall Monitor, Jellyfish Jam, Sandy's Rockets, Squeaky Boots. There's a note from Steven Hillenberg about the season, or about the DVD set. Back is just the chapter insert with the same images on the cover, so. Then here's disc 2. Nature Pants, Opposite Day, Culture Shock, FUN, Muscle Butt Buff Pants, Squidward the Unfriendly Ghost, The Chaperone, Employee of the Month, Scaredy Pants, I Was a Teenage Gary, SB129, Karate Choppers, which has a commentary, Sleepy Time, Suds, Valentine's Day, and The Paper. Love the green on this one, because I love the color green, you might know. And then here's disc 3. This includes Arg, Rock Bottom, Texas, Walking Small, Fools in April, Neptune Spatula, Hooky, Merman and Barnacle Boy 2. Special features, you have the origin of SpongeBob SquarePants, recollections from the first season crew, Everybody's Talking, the voices of SpongeBob SquarePants, the Bikini Bottoms Up Tour, In the Key of the Sea, Krusty Krab Karaoke, Drawing the Goo Lagoon, SpongeBob's Life Strategies, Violent Femme Sings SpongeBob, SpongeBob Scaredy Pants music video, SpongeBob Dancing Pants music video. And then we have the complete second season. And then, this is disc 1. We have Your Shoes Untied, Squid Stay Off, Something Smells with commentary, Bossy Boots, Big Pink Blueser with commentary, Bubble Buddy, Dying for Pie, Imitation Crabs, Wormy, Patty Hype, Grandma's Kisses, Squidville, Pre-Hibernation Week without a commentary, Life of Crime, and Christmas Who. There's the next Steven Hillenberg thing. There's a little picture in the back there. Disc 2. Survival of the Idiots with commentary. Dumped, No Free Rides, I'm Your Biggest Fanatic, Merman and Barnacle Boy 3, Squirrel Jokes, Pressure, Smoking Peanut, Shanghai, which has audio commentary. Gary Takes a Bath, Welcome to the Chum Bucket with commentary. Frankie Doodle, The Secret Box, Bang Geeks. Disc 3. Graveyard Shift, Krusty Love, Procrastination, I'm Stupid, Sailor Mouth, commentary, Artist Unknown, Jellyfish Hunter, The Fry Cook Games, Sandy SpongeBob and the Worm, Squid on Strike. In the other bonus features here, we have Storyboards for Christmas Who and Merman and Barnacle Boy 3, Around the World with SpongeBob SquarePants featurette, and a Nick DVD game demo and a script viewer, which is a DVD-ROM feature. Let me get this one back in its box. It's time to put all this stuff back in its box, as Mr. Maker would say. If you're American, you probably don't remember that because it was a British show and it aired in Canada, but I don't think it ever played in the United States. So there's the complete third season. See the episodes on here. We have the... Yeah, so this is the complete third season. Disc 1. This one features The Algae's Always Greener, SpongeGuard on Duty, Club SpongeBob, My Pretty Seahorse, Just One Bite, The Bully, Nasty Patty, Idiot Box, Ren and Stimpy Boy 4, Doing Time, Snowball Effect, One Crab's Trash, As Seen on TV, Can You Spare a Dime, No Weenies Allowed, Scolding Returns, and as a pop-up trivia facts on My Pretty Seahorse and No Weenies Allowed. Unfortunately, it's missing the note from Steven Hillenburg inside. Real shame. Here's my copy. My copy that I bought didn't come with that, so that's why. Disc 2. Then there's Crabborg, Rockabye Bevolve, Wet Painters, Krusty Krab training video, which has the pop-up trivia effects. SpongeBob's House Party, Chocolate with Nuts, Mermaid Barnacle Boy 5, New Susan Starfish, Clams, SpongeBob BC, The Great Snail Race, Midlife Crustacean, Born Again Crabs, I Had an Accident. Disc 3. Krabby Land, the camping episode, Missing Identity, Plankton's Army, SpongeBob Could Fly, SpongeBob Meets the Strangler, Pranks a Lot. In special features, we have the bonus episode, Help Wanted, the pilot, which was omitted from Season 1 DVD due to some music licensing issues. Additionally, they cleared those there. And then How to Draw SpongeBob SquarePants and His Underwater Buddies. To me, that's SpongeBob. That is the entirety of the show, SpongeBob SquarePants, in my opinion. But I still like Season 4 and 5, but I absolutely love these, and I think that should have probably ended here. But it was Nickelodeon's most popular show, so they weren't going to let it end. But it ended there in our hearts. But again, I still have Seasons 4 and 5, and I still enjoy those seasons, so let's take a look at those right now. Here's Season 4, Volume 1. The best episode of Season 4, the best post-Hillenburg era episode, I think is definitely Krusty Towers. It's the most memorable, I'd say, as well. So this one, Disc 1, includes Fear of a Krabby Patty, Shell of the Man, The Lost Mattress, Krabs vs. Plankton, Have You Seen the Snail, Skill Crane, Good Neighbor, Selling Out, Funny Pants, and Special Features original uncut animatic for Fear of a Krabby Patty. We go back, they have the note again, instead of Steven Hillenburg doing it, though, he wasn't involved with the season as much, so therefore it's Patchy the Pirate that does the ones here. They stopped doing those after Season 5, so. There's an ad for Creature the Krusty Krab. I don't have that game, actually. And here's Disc 2. Dunces and Dragons, Mermaid and Barnacle Boy 6, the motion picture, Enemy in Law, Patrick Smartpants, SquidBob Tentacle Pants, Krusty Towers, Mrs. Puff You're Fired, Ghost Host, Wishing You Well. It also has an uncut animatic for Dunces and Dragons, and behind the scenes of SpongeBob and Friends. Here's Season 4, Volume 2. Disc 1. Chimps Ahoy, Whale of Birthday, Karate Island, All That Glitters, New Leaf, Once Bitten, Bar Vacation, Wickstruff, Squidtastic Voyage, That's Not the Lady. Special features, we have Best Day Ever shorts. There's the disc. And then another ad, the ad for books here. Class Confusion, The Art Contest, SpongeBob Rocks. It shows the, again, that note from Patchy the Pirate. Then here's Disc 2. Hocus Pocus, The Thing, Driven to Tears, Rule of Dumb, Best Frenemies, Born to be Wild, Squidward, The Pink Purloiner, Best Day Ever, The Gift of Gum. Bonus features here, we have Best Day Ever karaoke music video, and behind the scenes of the Pick Boy and SpongeBob. Put this back in the case. Since those are sort of a brownish reddish theme, this one has a yellow theme. This is Season 5. Because that was the last, Season 3 was the last amazing season. Season 5 was the last good season, though, in my opinion. So, even though I actually grew up with Season 6 through 9, I don't find they hold up, and I'm not as interested in them anymore. So, here's Season 5, Volume 1. Disc 1. Another note from Patchy. Add for all the other season DVDs if you hadn't bought them yet. This one has Friend or Foe, The Original Fry Cook, Nightlight, Rise and Shine, Waiting, Fungus Among Us, Spy Buddies, Boat Smarts, Good Old What's His Name, New Digs, Crabzilla Mode, And such features, we have Friend or Foe Bubble Burst Trivia and Friend or Foe Shorts. And then here's disc 2, which is right here. This one has Roller Cowards, Bucket Sweet Bucket, Breath of Fresh Squidward, To Love a Patty, SpongeBob versus the Patty Gadget, Money Talks, Slimy Dancing, Krusty Sponge, Sing a Song of Patrick. Such features, you have the Krusty Sponge Bubble Burst Trivia. Let me just put this back in the case here. Then here's Season 5, Volume 2. There's Disc 1. This is the last note they did from Patchy. After that, after this set, they retired them. So here we have Atlantis, SquarePants, Picture Day, A Flea in Our Dome, Merry vs. SpongeBob, Little Big Switch, The Donut of Shame, Blackjack, Black and Sponge, Pest of the West, The Krusty Plate, Pat No Pay. Such features, they have karaoke music videos for Bubble Song, Goodbye Atlantis, and Deadeye. The episodes on this DVD set, by the way, are not the order they're supposed to go in, but actually the order they were on their individual DVD versions, which came out shortly before. And in fact, since the only bonus features on here are actually karaoke, I feel like it's actually better to get those other individual ones instead, but I like the matching season sets, so it's like they always have the worthwhile bonus features in the individual ones, and then the crappy bonus features in the season sets as a marketing tactic, because they knew that they could get like the collectors to buy both versions, because they knew they'd want to have the box set, but they also want to have all the special features. So they did that on purpose. So scummy, but it's what they did. So there's the Inmates of Summer, To Save a Squirrel, 20,000 Patties Under the Sea, The Battle of Bikini Bottom, Whatever Happened to SpongeBob, Goo Goo Gas, The Two Faces of Squidward, Spongehenge, Band of Bikini Bottom, Stanley of SquarePants, and this one has a karaoke music videos for Together and If I Could Talk to Money. So that was those. And we have another edition of SpongeBob here. This set is the first 100 episodes, which is the seasons 1 through 5. It's got completely different bonus features, and some episodes have different things about them than the other ones. So let's look inside, shall we? Each one has got each disc, like each case is 2 discs, but it's a 14-disc set. Disc 1, we have Help Wanted, Reef Blower, Tea at the Tree Dome, Bubble Stand, Rip Pants, Jellyfishing, Plankton, Naughty Uncle Neighbors, Bonus. You know, actually, I'm not even going to read that. I'm just going to show you the episode lists for those. Disc 3 is the transition between seasons 1 and 2. I'll just mention what season they transition from. Disc 6 is the transition between seasons 2 and 3. Disc 8 is the transition between seasons 3 and 4. Disc 11 is the transition between seasons 4 and 5. You can see the ones that have a little square beside them have optional audio commentary, which was exclusive to this set at the time, because they weren't on any of the season DVDs. So again, it's a double dip for if you already bought the other season sets. And the very last disc is special features. It has Square Roots, The Story of SpongeBob SquarePants, Life Lessons from Bikini Bottom, Help Wanted, the 7 Seas edition, and Kick Wham Pow Bob music video. Yeah, that's probably the most elaborate set you get a SpongeBob. The one you can get the most elaborate set now for all the episodes is the best 300 episodes ever. But it doesn't have all of the episodes in there. It has because Quarantined Crab is still missing. So that was it for SpongeBob. Now we're going to show Rocket Power. Sorry, excuse me. This is Rocket Power, Island of the Menehune. It's a full-length movie. Yeah, no, it's not. This includes Island of the Menehune, Tito's Lucky Shell, Welcome to Auto World, and Follow the Leader. In the ad here, we have Neutron Sea of Trouble, SpongeBob Tide and Seek, Fairly OddParents Superhero Spectacle, and SpongeBob the Seascape Capers. And in addition to that, I also do have this DVD that I got years ago. It was one of the manufactured on-demand DVDs that they did for Rocket Power. This is the only one of those DVDs I got before they went out of print, unfortunately, so... But I hear now that there is a complete series set in Australia, much like All Grown Up, so hopefully I can import that. And then I'll sell this one probably or something, I don't know. This one, I'm not going to read that whole list of episodes there, but you can see it's there. But it's the entire first season of Rocket Power, so... Underrated show, definitely. Really good. A lot of people just don't like it that much, but I do, I love it, so... I've been at the Rocket Power game on PS2, so... Here's As Told by Ginger, Far From Home. This is the only one of these classic Nicktoons, besides the anthology ones, that is the only one to not have a full DVD release in any way, shape, or form. And this one, yeah, because this one is a really good show as well. I don't enjoy it maybe as much as the other. Something's not one of my favorite ones all the time, like one to rewatch, but it's still a great show, definitely. But it definitely deserves a season set. This one has, of course, Far From Home, and also has The Party, which is the pilot episode. Those are season 1, episode 0. And Ginger the Juvie, plus also a Whodunit trivia game. And this ad here we have All Grown Up Interview with the Campfire, All Grown Up and Loving It, Drake and Josh Suddenly Brothers, The Fairly OddParents Timmy's Top Wishes. I have Timmy's Top Wishes on VHS, by the way, but it's in French and it's in a box. I'm not going to get that out today. And we have Sponge Guard on Duty, Sponge for Hire, Home Sweet Pineapple, and then As Told by Ginger, The Wedding Frame. And now I'm not going to do Fairly OddParents next. What I'm going to do is Invader Zim, because then it'll transition. I'll have a good transition between Jimmy and Timmy, or Timmy and Jimmy. So this is Invader Zim Complete Invasion. This is the 2006 reprint set that has all the 3 volumes, with a revised disc and the last disc to have the uncut version of the Christmas episode. There's lots of commentary tracks on here. It also has animatics, interviews, fanboy commentary, pig commentary, Irkin subtitles, and a Spanish language track. This is not put out by Paramount, though. This is put out by a company called Anime Works, which is a subsidiary of Media Blasters. It was like a specialty, like a boutique company at the time, because Nickelodeon didn't want to put it out themselves, so they acquired the rights here. Here's Volume 1, Doom, Doom, Doom. Business reply card. There's also the Winter 2007 catalog. That's rareflix.com. And then chapters and episode guide. Or chapters and extras guide. Yeah, commentary and animatics for some episodes. So the episodes on here that we have: The Nightmare Begins, Bestest Friend, Nano Zim, Parent Teacher Night, Walk of Doom, Germs, Dark Harvest, Attack of the Saucer Morons, The Wettening, Career Day, Battle Dib, Planet Jackers, Rises the Zip Boy, Invasion of the Idiot Dog Brain, Bad Bad Rubber Piggy, A Room with a Moose, Hamstergeddon. Let me put this stuff back now. You know what, actually, I might, just give me a second here, I might actually put that in the front. There, that's better. And here we have Volume 2, Progressive Stupidity. Chapters and extras guide are here. Read the extras on the left side. Chapters, we have Plague of Babies, Bloaty's Pizza Hog, Door to Door, FBI Warning of Doom, Balonius Maximus, Game Slave 2, Battle of the Planets, Halloween Spectacular Spooky Doom, Mysterious Mysteries, Future Dib, Hobo 13, Walk for Your Lives, Mega Doomer, Lice, Abducted, and the Sad, Sad Tale of Chickenfoot. And here's Volume 3, Horrible Holiday Cheer. This disc 6 is the revised one, like I said, that has the uncut Christmas episode. So there's Girl Goes Crazy and stuff, Div's Wonderful Life of Doom, Tack, the Hideous New Girl, Backseat Drivers from Beyond the Stairs, Mortoaster Soul Stealer, Zim Eats Waffles, The Girl Who Cried Gnome, Dib Ship Rising, Vindicated, The Voting of the Doomed, Gaz, Taster of Pork, Fried Cookbook Came from All That Space, and The Most Horrible Xmas Ever. That's also a very great show. And here are my individual Fairly OddParents DVDs. If we them here again, I'd like to get the complete series set, but I do have some of the individual ones here. Here's Abracatastrophe the movie, which just contains the 3 parts of that aforementioned three-parter. It says features got audio commentary, a photo gallery, storyboard, and behind the scenes. Even though I'm from Canada, all these ones I've been collecting all the Nickelodeon branded ones from the United States. These first 2 I'm showing here for Fairly OddParents actually got on my trip to New York, so. There we have Superhero Spectacle. Featuring Chin Up, Boy Toy, Crimson Chin meets Mighty Mom and Dino Dad, Crime Wave, Mighty Mom and Dino Dad, Action Packed, Totally Spaced Out, So Totally Spaced Out, Miss Dimsdale, Mind Over Magic. Such features Crimson Chin interstitials. And then we have ads here. We have Jimmy Neutron, Confusion Fusion, SpongeBob, Tide and Sea, CC Capers, Lost at Sea, Sea Stories. Then we have SpongeBob Nautical Nonsense and Sponge Buddies, Fairly OddParents, Catastrophe, All Grown Up, SpongeBob Tales from the Deep, and then Jimmy Neutron, Sea of Trouble. Then I don't have, there's a few of them I don't have, but yeah, the only ones I'm missing, I think, are Timmy Stopwishes and Scary Godparents for the individual ones of these. We have Channel Chasers. It's a full-length movie. Again, not really, but it has a 3-parter, Channel Chasers, plus bonus episodes, Spaced Out, Microphony, This Is Your Wish. Such features, How to Draw Timmy, and deleted scenes, If I Lived in TV, and puppet parody. There's the disc. As you're here, we have Fairly OddParents Superhero Spectacle, Jimmy Neutron Jet Fusion, SpongeBob Goes Prehistoric, SpongeBob Seascape Capers. Then an ad for Fairly OddParents books. We have A Mighty Big Wish and The Long Hot Recess. Exciting new Nick products coming in fall 2004. Can't wait for that 21 years ago. SpongeBob Calls You, Nickelodeon Magazine. And some video games. SpongeBob SquarePants movie, Jimmy Neutron Attack of the Twonkies, Fairly OddParents Shadow Showdown, Attack 2 of the Staff of Dreams. The only one I have of those games is the SpongeBob movie game, and that's on the original Xbox. Which I gotta get that replaced, by the way. My original Xbox is actually broken right now. A few things I gotta make a list of things I gotta replace, actually. So, gotta get another HDMI 2.0 cable, for example. School's Out the Musical. So includes School's Out the Musical. Well, just the 2 parts 1 and 2. The Big Hero Superhero Wish and Most Wanted Wish. Plus also has Oh Yeah cartoon shorts, The Fairly OddParents, and Where's the Wand? And then The Fairly OddParents on MTV's TRL. Bonus features, the ads here we have SpongeBob Home Sweet Pineapple, SpongeBob Fear of a Krabby Patty, Fairly OddParents Timmy's Top Wishes, Nick Picks 1, and All Grown Up Interview with a Campfire. Plus ads here we have more Magical Adventures. We have the books with Big Superhero Wish and Timmy Turner Action Hero. And then here we have, let me just give you a second here. Then we have the last one of these individual Fairly OddParents DVDs, Fairy Idol. So it's Fairy Idol, parts 1 and 2, Truth or Cosmoquences, and Timmy TV. Special features, the Oh Yeah cartoon shorts, Super Humor, Scout's Honor, and The Really Bad Day. And then here's the only Jimmy Timmy Power Hour DVD I have, Jimmy Timmy Power Hour 3. What's interesting about Jimmy Timmy Power Hour 2, 1, and 2, like whenever Fairly OddParents would rerun on Nickelodeon Canada, they'd have Jimmy Timmy Power Hour 2 and 3. Like the US, they didn't chop them up into 2, but in Canada, they chopped those 2 up into 2, not the first one. Which is weird, because they would always air them as part of their Fairly OddParents rotation, which is really strange, I think, but So people count them as part of the episode counts, but I don't because they're hour-long specials and they're not meant to be split. So they were split in Canada, but not in the States. So I guess Nelvana owns the rights in most countries to this, most countries to Jimmy Timmy Power Hour 2 and 3. So this one includes the Jerkinators, the double length, which is the two-parter, the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour. The bonus episodes from the Fairly Odd Parents, we have Odd West and That's Life. Then from Jimmy Neutron, we have Ultra Sheen and The Feud. And special features, Oh Yeah Cartoon Shorts, The Zappies, and Party of 3, plus a Nick Arcade DVD-ROM game trial. Ads in here, we have Avatar The Last Airbender, The Book of One Water, Volumes 1, 2, 3, and 4. Jimmy Timmy Power Hour 1 and 2. And then Nick Picks Volumes 1, 2, 3, and 4. Fairly Odd Parents, Fairy Idol. SpongeBob SquarePants Lost in Time, and Drake and Josh Go Hollywood. Then an ad for Nickelodeon magazine. Then we had a couple volumes here a few volumes here of Jimmy Neutron. That's why I wanted to transition between Jimmy and Timmy. It's the first volume, Confusion Fusion. From the When Pants Attack VHS, we have When Pants Attack, double-length episode, Normal Boy, Birth of a Salesman, and Brobot. And then from Time Warp, we have The Big Pinch, Granny Baby, Time is Money, Jimmy on Ice, and Battle of the Bands. And the special feature here, we have the Jimmy Neutron Pod episode, Behind the Scenes Spots. And then you Sea of Trouble. This one has Raise the Oozy Scab, The Phantom of Retroland, Hypno Birthday to You, Home Monster, Trading Faces, Journey to the Center of Carl, I Dream of Jimmy, Substitute Creature, Broadcast Blues, Professor Calamitous, I Presume. Then special features, you have Behind the Scenes, Storyboards, and Inventions Gallery. And then here's Jet Fusion. This one, unfortunately, the disc is really scratched, so I might have to get another one of these. This includes, Operation Rescue Jet Fusion, My Son the Hamster, See Jimmy Run, Crunch Time, Safety First, The Rich Level 9, Grumpy Young Men. Special features, a photo gallery. Then, this ad in here has ads right here. We have a Jimmy Neutron Confusion Fusion, SpongeBob CC Capers, Fairly Odd Parents Superhero Spectacle, Fairly Odd Parents Abracatastrophe, Jimmy Neutron Sea of Trouble. Then SpongeBob SquarePants, you have Nautical Nonsense, Tide and Seek, Tales from the Deep, Lost at Sea, and Sea Stories. But yeah, that's definitely not playable. I don't even know why I picked this one up, but yeah, you can see that's probably not playable at all. So. Then here's 3 different DVDs of All Grown Up. So here's the first one. This is All Grown Up. Growing up changes everything. That's just the tagline. Again, not the title. Because you see the label here just says All Grown Up. All Grown Up, All Grown Up. And then the disc doesn't say anything about growing up changes everything. Even the VHS label would just say All Grown Up, back when it was on the VHS counterpart. This includes the first 2 episodes, Susie Sings the Blues and Coupe de Ville. Plus it has 2 bonus episodes, from the Rugrats All Growed Up VHS, which are All Growed Up and My Fair Babies. And again, here's the disc, and then the ad here for other DVDs. We have Jimmy Neutron Confusion Fusion, SpongeBob Tide and Seek, Rugrats Mysteries, Jimmy Neutron Sea of Trouble, SpongeBob Lost at Sea. And then here we have All Grown Up and Loving It. It's Cupid Stupid, Chucky's in Love, Saving Cynthia, and Fear of Falling. Special features, Create Your Own Adventure. Then here we have Dude, Where's My Horse? Which contains the aforementioned 2-parter, plus Blind Man's Bluff and You Gotta Go. Disc. The ads in here we have SpongeBob Fear of a Krabby Patty, Nick Picks 1, Fairly Odd Parents Schools Out the Musical, All Grown Up Interview with a Campfire. Ad for some All Grown Up books. We have a Cookie Crisis, Welcome to the 5th Grade, Singing the Blues, Coolest Girl in School, Ask Angelica, and some word searches and everything. So. Now, before I show you the final thing, the Avatar The Last Airbender DVDs, I'm going to show you my compilations, because Avatar The Last Airbender was never part of these compilations, so therefore I'll show them here. Here's Nicktoons Halloween. This one features SpongeBob SquarePants, Scaredy Pants, Rugrats, Curse of the Werewolf, Rocket Power, it came from Planet Merv, Netherworld Night. Hey Arnold, Arnold's Halloween, and the Fairly OddParents, Scary Godparents. Then here's Nicktoons Christmas. So includes SpongeBob SquarePants Christmas Who, Rugrats, Babies in Toyland, Rocket Power, A Rocket Xmas, and the Fairly OddParents Christmas Every Day. This is an import from the United Kingdom. This is Nicktoons The Show Must Go On. There's no Fairly OddParents on this because of the fact that Nelvana owned that at the time, and Paramount didn't even distribute it there. This one, the episodes in here, we have Rugrats, Angelica's Ballet, SpongeBob SquarePants, Culture Shock, Hey Arnold, School Play, Rocket Power, Ice Queens, Hey Arnold, Helga's Show, Cat Dog, All About Cat, Rocket Power, Legends in Their Falls, and The Wild Thornberrys, Darwin Plays the Palace. And then here we have Nick Picks 1. Wish I could find more of these. This one will be All Grown Up, Lucky 13, SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob BC, Fairly OddParents, Information Superhighway, Jimmy Timmy Power Hour, Danny Phantom, Bid Reunions, My Life is a Changed Robot, Hostile Makeover, and Rugrats Finsterella. The ads in here, we have SpongeBob Home Sweet Pineapple, SpongeBob Sponge for Hire, As Told by Ginger, Far From Home, Jimmy Neutron, Attack of the Twonkies, All Grown Up, All Brother, All Grown Up and Loving It, All Grown Up, Interview with the Campfire, and Drake and Josh, Suddenly Brothers. And then we have Nick Picks Holiday, which includes All Grown Up, The Finster Stole Christmas, SpongeBob SquarePants Christmas Who, Fairly OddParents Christmas Every Day, Rugrats The Stand Experience, Danny Phantom, The Fright Before Christmas, My Life is a Teenage Robot, A Robot for All Seasons, and Chalk Zone When Santas Collide. It's a crime that they didn't put Holly Jolly Jimmy on there, Jimmy Neutron, especially since that was not on any other release at the time or whatever. Same with how they didn't on the Lazy Town. They didn't include Lazy Town Surprise Santa on the Nick Junior Favorites Holiday DVD. Yeah, there's plenty of ways I would have improved those ones. But anyways, last thing we have here for this part, because I'm gonna stop it here, and then I'm gonna do the rest of the movies and like the not ones that are not VHS or whatever. I'm gonna do the movies and some like live action. The one live action show I have on DVD, and the other oddities I'm going to do in the last part, so. But I will just show the Avatar The Last Airbender DVDs. Here's the complete Book 1 collection. Exclusive bonus disc includes behind the scenes of the Avatar cast and crew, Avatar pilot episode with audio commentary, the making of Avatar inside the sound studios, and the making of Avatar inside the Korean animation studios, aka the sweatshop. So it's got the 5 individual discs that were originally released but reprinted here, plus a bonus disc. Got some artwork underneath too, but I'm not going to take that out. I'm just really tired right now because it's kind of late, so I'm just kind of quickly finish this up. Probably find other reviews of these DVDs though. A lot of people are saying like, why didn't you get the Blu-ray? Well, I like the original DVDs. It's more reflective of when they were current. So, and here's the complete Book 2 collection. Hold this one. Exclusive bonus disc. We have interview with the creators and M. Night Shyamalan. The Essence of Bending with Brian Konietzko and Sifu Kisu. Avatar Super Deformed Shorts, and Escape from the Spirit World animated graphic novel. That's why it was always better to wait for the season sets here, because the individual ones we wouldn't get any special features. This one I had to actually tape a bit because it was kind of peeling or kind of like ripped in some parts. So, but I mean, I should get it looking better. And then this one actually was when I got sealed. This is the complete Book 3 collection. Exclusive bonus disc includes Inside Sozin's Comics, exclusive 4-part audio commentary by creators, The Women of Avatar The Last Airbender, Book 3 finale, pencil test animation, and Into the Fire Nation at San Diego Comic-Con. This one actually does have some paperwork here. There's the episode list if you want to see it. Ads for the DVDs. Hey, buy season 3 all over again. And then an ad for the online game and the map there. Love this disc art. You don't get that with the Blu-rays, I don't think, so. That's the newest I have on DVD for Nicktoons. Again, I'm hoping to get like the Rise of the Ninja Turtles and Loud House, Casa Grande, stuff like that. But I've never watched The Legend of Korra or the 2012 Ninja Turtles. People say I'm missing out, but I'm just not really that interested in either. Maybe I'll check them out one day. But anyways, that's the newest I have for that now, so. Yeah, see you in part 3. This is Picture 1001 signing out. Peace.